Yeah, I know mine's working because I tested it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, and welcome here to the Academic and Athletic Complex here at the University of Mount Union. Man, I butchered that sentence really well. So, hey, it can only go up from here. Great matchup today. Visiting Trine, 7-3, currently sitting second in the conference in the Midwest Collegiate Volleyball League, and the host Purple Raiders sitting at 8-2, 4-2 in the conference, and currently sitting fifth. We should be in for a great matchup today. Last time out for both teams, 3-0 sweeps for the Raiders. Earlier this week, a 3-0 sweep of Mount Vernon Nazarene. And for Trine last Saturday, a week ago, or Sunday, I should say, they had a pair of 3-0 sweeps versus Olivet. And now starting lines have been introduced. Teams have had their huddles, broken the huddles, taken the court, and we're about to get underway here at the MAC. And it's going to be Trine serve to open up the game today. Heading back to serve, number 18, Matt Stillman. Grenier gets low to pick that one up. Set outside. Bruns with a swing off the block, kept alive by Trine. Back row hit, blocked back by Matonis. Free hit over and off of Grenier. Trine picks up the kill. A diving attempt at a dig there. Just can't get a good touch on it, and Trine opens up 1-0. Stillman, another serve that's picked up low, and the Raiders can't do anything off the dig by Grenier. And it's a service ace and a 2-0 lead for Trine here early on. And a big swing and a kill there by Mark Bruns to get the Raiders on the board, 2-1, as they get a big swing there to get their offense going. Justin Sewell back to serve for the Raiders. A strong serve into the back right corner. Set up. A back row swing off the block. Dug by Grenier. Big swing by Matonis. And off the libero, number 2, Hunter Haas. The Raiders are going to tie it up 2 apiece here early on in the first set.
I think it's important to note that both of these are pretty young teams. Both teams only have one senior going for them, and Trine has a arsenal of freshmen.
Yeah, both teams really young. The Raiders some more experience with their youth. But Trine, yeah, a lot of freshmen on this roster. Set back, Sybil, back row strike and a kill. Sends a laser beam off of number 12 for Trine, Eric Santiago Garcia, and it just flies into their bench. This time he goes to the center of the back row. Set opposite, swung off the block, picked up by Grenier. And Sybil another back row strike, this one time dug up by Haas. Set over. Matonis blocked the net, stays over, set over by Trine. Set back, Turnetta swing and a kill. And it was Bruns, my apologies there. Mark Bruns, a big swing across court for the kill. Raiders up 4-2. With Sybil heading back the line once again.
As we say, this match is going to be a good matchup today.
Set up back and tipped over and out of bounds. We'll see if Grenier touched it. He did not. Just pulled out at the last second there. And wow, just narrowly avoids disaster there, as he could have given him a free point. But instead, the Raiders pick it up. This serve by Sybil just a little long there, out the back row. And that's going to get Trine the service back. Heading back to serve for them, Ethan Howard, the sophomore setter out of South Whitley, Indiana.
in the MAC. It's got to be pushing them for a little bit more intensity this week.
That's for sure. Nice to see fans back here as Layden picks up the dig, runs a cross-court swing. Kept alive, hit over by Trine, and set up, and tipped by Trine. Free hit, picked up by Entz, set up. Sybil a back row strike. A high roll shot kept alive by Trine. Blocked back by Bruns. Set across. Layden sets it up. And Trine with a strong swing. He'll pick up the kill. And the Raiders will pick up the point and go up 7-3. And Entz's serve just a little long out the back row there. That'll cut the Raider lead down to 3. Beal back to serve for Trine. Set up, cross a big swing down the center of the court for the kill.
Purple Raiders finally starting to pull ahead.
And the serve just out there by number 18, Luke Trezak. And Trine will pull back within 3. Alex Melly serving now for Trine. His serve hits the tape and bounces down onto his own side. Raiders go back up by 4.
As we see Cam, who's got a serious arsenal for the Purple Raiders, he is undeniably their secret weapon at that service line.
Easy. Oh, and doesn't take off behind the service stripe there. And he'll cough up the point. And that's a shame because, like you said, he is easily the Raiders' most potent weapon behind the stripe. Set out. Sybil a big swing into the center of the court for the kill. We had Cam Turnett, one of the best in terms of service aces per set in the entire conference. And, I mean, you can see when he serves, it's like a pitcher. He can put that ball anywhere, and he puts it there with a lot of velocity and has an off-speed serve as well that he can use if he so chooses.
It's lethal. It really is.
Cross a strong serve, hits the line for the service ace.
Perfect placement on that from Andrew Cross.
You can't understate that. I mean, he could not have put that serve any further out with it being in, essentially, maybe a fraction of an inch. Cross dances on the tape, gets it over. Set outside, a big swing by Dixon. And he's going to hit it out just outside there, but a big hit. But unfortunately, gets too far under the ball and sends it out.
I think it's interesting watching these players make the calls to know if the ball's going in or out. Andrew Cross put his arm out, and then with his arm out, he stuck up the one to say, yep, that's going out.
And Trine's going to burn a timeout here, trailing 12-6 over the host Purple Raiders here in the first set. It started off a little rough for the Purple Raiders. They fell into a 2-0 hole. But since then, they've really turned it on. From that point on, they've outscored Trine 12-4 and really taken control of this game.
I'm really impressed with the Purple Raiders because I know going in, they're obviously the underdog in terms of conference ranking. But they truly are. They're holding this 6-point lead, and it's only gotten exponentially larger. We started at a 2, we started at 4, we held the 4, then we're now at a 6-point lead. And the Purple Raiders are obviously pressuring Trine to have to burn this timeout, and that's just so vital in the game of volleyball.
Yeah, that's for sure. Timeouts are massive in volleyball because of the implications with momentum that they that
They project on the team,
they
yeah.
infer, yeah. I mean, if you call timeout, usually the momentum is against you. So for the other team, that's a big momentum boost to have the other team burn a timeout at any point in the match.
I'll be interested to see if the Purple Raiders can keep that momentum going in after that timeout.
And now the timeout, Cross will still be back serving for the Purple Raiders. Cross dances on the tape again, gets it over, set up, swing out of the back row, dug up by Trezak, tipped over by Trine, and kept alive by Trine. Big swing, cross court, out of bounds there, and Ethan Howard can't get the ball down. The Raider lead pushes to 7, their largest of the day. And
it's only getting larger.
And it's starting to look like they may run away with this set. Andrew Cross, another big swing there, but he's going to put it just out past the back line for a service error. Grenier comes back on for the Purple Raiders, and for Trine, coming on is Eric Santiago Garcia. And he will be serving from the stripe for Trine. A strong jump serve there. Set up. Sybil, a big swing in return, and he gets the kill there. There was nothing that Hunter Haas could do there. That was an absolute laser beam coming right at him.
I like watching the way that the different Purple Raiders react when they get a kill. There are some that have celebrations, and anytime Justin Sybil does it, he says, yes, this is what it was meant to be. I don't know why you're surprised.
14-7, the Purple Raiders lead here back up to 7. Layden, a float serve there. And, Matonis goes for the block there on the set over by Dominic Sines, and he's going to keep it on his own side instead. And that's going to be a kill there, a rare kill on a set for Trine. Stillman serve, dug up by Sybil. Set over Bruns, a swing. Dances on the side hoop. And Matonis almost has a block again. Set over by Trinette. Outside, set over. Dug by Jeremy Layden. Another set over, kept alive by Grenier. Trinette, a roll shot out of the back row. Still kept alive by Trine. Dig up by Trinette. Sybil, a swing, and that's going to end it on a cross-court swing. Sybil picks up the kill and finally ends a rally that had to have gone on for about 30-40 seconds there.
Those are the rallies that I was expecting in this game, seeing the two competitive natures of the teams. That's what fun Purple Raider volleyball looks like.
Set across court, swung, dug up by Sybil, set up, swung by Matonis, and he'll pick up the kill, puts it into the middle of the back row. The Raider lead has grown back up to 8. 16-8, and Trine burns their second time out of the set, and their last. The momentum is clearly on the Purple Raiders side here, and this is huge. The Raiders are just rolling here in this set. What do you think's the biggest reason for this Purple Raider just surge? I mean, they're dominated.
There could be a plethora of reasons that's leading to the Purple Raiders doing so well today. I mean, they definitely have a confidence coming behind them as they've had a pretty good season this far. I think the spectators, obviously, they're probably excited to see their parents and their peers in the stands, and they want to allow them to see a win. And I think, really, there's just been some beautiful point execution from the Purple Raiders, and they're using their arsenal of where those players belong. So Cam back at the service line, using Justin Sybil and Mark Bruns to get those kills, using Sam Matonis to get those blocks. They're really just using every single player in their best way to ensure, and that's really all you can do. Perfectly executed points.
And for me, I think the biggest reason for the Raiders' surge has got to be having Layden back, their
for sure.
traditional, the regular setter. now back from injury. I think that has to be the biggest reason for their performance so far today. Sybil back at the line to serve. A laser beam dances on the tape and gets over. Trine's going to free hit over. Set, out. Trinette with a big swing cross court. And wide, though, out of bounds. Almost a monster kill for Cam Trinette, the sophomore out of Massillon Jackson High School.
Although it looks like he got eager, Cam Trinette is known for getting those kinds of kills, the ones that can't even be seen necessarily touched.
Howard's serve dug up by Grenier. Set out. Trinette with a tip now. Almost gets it to fall on the line. And Sybil with a return. Or pardon me, Sam Matonis. And you can see the excitement there. Just a big return there on an overpass. And gets the kill. And you can see the excitement from the bench. And some excitement from the crowd. You can only imagine if students were allowed to come here. And they could get a real crowd going here.
Oh, for sure.
This place would be rocking right now. Swung off the block, out of bounds. And number 15, Dominic Sines, will pick up the kill for Trine. Parker Beal back to serve for Trine. Trailing 17-10 over Mount Union. A high jump serve there. Set back. Bruns with a big swing into the back row. Dug up. And a big swing blocked back by Bruns and Andrew Cross. There was nothing going past either of them there. Just a great block by the pair. And heading back to the service stripe for the Purple Raiders, it's going to be Luke Trezak. Trezak's serve goes into the back right corner. Set over. Trinette almost had a block there. Sybil a big cross court back row swing, but out of bounds. Sends it wide left. And will get charged with the error. Manelli serving now, gets it over, just over the tape. Set up, cross, a big swing, straight down, just into the back row for the kill. And Andrew Cross finds that empty part there just inside the back row and places the ball right there. That's great ball placement from Andrew Cross.
You say that from Cross just about every game. With his serves, with his kills, he knows right where to place those balls.
Trinette, a laser beam into the back row. And a big return hit by Justin Sybil on the overpass for the kill. How about that? The senior out of Stone Monroe Falls High School just rose up when he saw that overpass and just terminated the ball. Absolutely murdered it with that hit.
Purple Raiders' lead extends to 9, and I think that's the biggest lead they've had this far in the set.
That is correct. A 9-point lead, the largest the Raiders have had today. Blocked back by Cross, out of bounds, and the Raiders pick up another point, and now their largest lead of the day is now 10. 21-11, the Raiders are dominating the set, and that can't be understated.
4 points to put the first set away. Let's see what Trinette can do at the service line.
Ooh, hits low on this one, sends it way wide, out the back. A rare error from the service stripe for Cam Trinette. He's usually pretty reliable and with a lot of velocity. That's incredibly impressive. Set. Roll shot out of the back row by Trinette. Dug up by Trine. Blocked back by Cross. Set back. A swing. Picked up by Grenier. Cross diving down manages to get a hand on it, but the Raiders can't get a third touch. And Trine picks up the point. Hoffmeister, a low float serve there. Sybil a swing and gets it right there at the feet of Parker Beal and picks up the kill. 22-13 Raiders lead here in the first set, with Andrew Cross heading back to the line with a chance to potentially put it all away in the next couple serves. And when you consider how fast Trine hits that ball when he serves.
Oh, yeah.
It's impressive that he keeps it in like 90% of the time, 99% of the time. Then Matonis has a block back on an overpass there tight to the net and picks up an easy kill there. 23-13, Raiders lead back up by 10. I mean, it's incredibly impressive that 99% of the time he's going to get that ball inside the lines. I mean, that's
with the intensity behind it.
That's what I'm saying. With that speed, it's impressive that he keeps it in as much as he does. Cross, a strong serve into the back row. Blocked back, and Sybil couldn't get it over the net, and the Raiders cough up the point. 23-14, Raider lead back down to 9. And heading back to the line to serve for Trine, Eric Santiago Garcia. And Haas, one-on-one with Grenier, gets it. Matonis, a cross-court swing, dug up by Trine. And a nice hit there, just weaves straight through the defense there by Parker Beal to pick up the kill and keep his team alive. That was a great ball placement. Great ball placement. Gets it around the block and straight down between every single defender in the back row there for the Purple Raiders.
I'll be interested to see what happens next set because I feel like Trine is slowly but surely starting to get momentum. It's just not fast enough considering the Raiders pulled ahead with such a lead.
And Santiago Garcia there, wide left there on his serve. Raiders now 24-15 in set point position.
Number 1 serving, Jeremy Layden, with 1 point left to go in the set.
Layden's float serve, gets over, set outside, big swing, dug by Grenier, still alive. And the Purple Raiders, after it bounces off the ceiling, can't get a handle on it, and it's going to be a kill picked up for Trine. Stillman back to serve now. His team's down 8, 24-16. It's not going to get over the tape, and the Raiders take the first set 25-16 in dominating fashion after a slow start.
Yeah, interesting way to end the set, honestly.
And for Trine, I agree. I think they started to pick things up as the set went on, but it's just they had a bad start there after going up 2-0, where they allowed the Raiders to really pull away and establish themselves. Trine definitely can play, that's for sure.
I'll be interested to see the stats because, excuse me, we saw some Purple Raiders service errors, but we definitely saw a lot of service errors on Trine's part too, and so I'd be interested to see if Trine could have made those serves, what difference would have made in the set.
And I don't know how much of a difference it would have made, but I think certainly you take out the service errors from Trine, it's probably a little bit closer game. I think the Purple Raiders still get that. I think their early run.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That early run.
After going down 2-0, their early run there to go up 12-6, I think that's a separation that ultimately won them the set. But I think definitely
that feeling of defeat from Trine in terms of when you get a gap that's that large, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, for sure. I think after that early separation, there was no way Trine was going to be able to come back. But you take out the service errors, it's definitely tighter, for sure.
For sure.
They probably get about 20, 21 points in that set. With that, we'll take a break here for the next minute or so. Be back here for the first serve of the second set. And we're back here for the second set of days, the first of two games between Trine and the Purple Raiders. Purple Raiders will have the serve to start off the second set, and who else to start but Justin Sybil, their senior leader. And we'll see if Trine can continue to battle like they did after the early parts of that set and make this a real good game. Set back, swung, blocked back by Matonis. And it looks like one of the Purple Raiders was in the net there.
Yeah, calling a violation.
Appears the ref signaled they were in the net. And Mount Union will cough up the early 1-0 lead. Stillman back to serve. Set, over, Turnett. Just tips that one. Set outside, swung into the antenna there. And Beal. Doesn't seem like he gets a good contact with that ball. It looked like it went off the side of his hand there.
Side of his hand, yeah.
And that's what forced it into the antenna. And we find ourselves tied up ones apiece with Jimmy Entz heading back for the Purple Raiders. Entz long on his jump serve there. And looking at service errors, Purple Raiders actually had more there in the first set.
Yeah.
6-4. Which is surprising. It felt like they were really solid there. And I expected it to be pretty even, but didn't expect them to have more.
It was interesting to see Turnett for the first time having service errors. That's something that we're not used to seeing. And even without that, the Purple Raiders still pulled forward.
Swung cross court, dug by Layden. Fantastic dig there. Free shot over by Bruns. Set back, Beal with a swing, dug up by Grenier. It's overpassed, sent back, and Trine picks up the point there as Dominic Signs was there for the return. And the rare overpass there from Stephen Grenier, usually very dependable, but that time sent it really tight to the net there and allows Signs a chance to just hit it back. Howard hits it into the, not even the tape, a little bit below, and he'll cough up a service error there. And hand the Purple Raiders their second point of the night. Trezak back to serve for the Purple Raiders. Jump serve into the middle of the back row. Set back. Beal with a swing blocked back. Kept alive by the Raiders. Over across a swing and a kill there. Hits it cross court to his left. And picks up the kill there. I don't know how he placed the ball there. It looked like he was going to hit it off the side of his hand there.
Again, with the perfect placement from Andrew Cross.
Threes apiece here at the MAC early on. Trezak dances on the tape, gets it over. Howard sets it over, and a hit long there by number 15, Dominic Signs for Trine. Raiders will take their first lead here of the set, 4-3. Early on.
Interested to see if we're going to see kind of a mirroring of last set where they fell behind and then pull forward.
This time Trezak leaves no doubt. Set over, swung, and off the block there. Dan Bourne picks up the kill off the block by Cross. Once again tied up 4-4, and this is what I expected coming into the set.
Coming into the game, yeah.
It felt like Trine was starting to get things rolling as that set went on. And they're just continuing to build on that momentum here in the second set. Cam Turnett swung off the block, out of bounds. And yep, they're going to say it went off the block there.
Yeah.
He'll get charged with the kill. Raiders up 5-4 with Turnett heading back to the service stripe.
I got to say, I get excited every time I see him head back to the service line. You never know what you're going to expect from him, whether it's a float, whether it's a dagger to the other team.
An absolute laser
Just like that,
beam.
yeah.
Dixon with a swing, gets it over, hits the block, and it stays on the Purple Raiders side. He'll pick up the kill. But he's just so good. It's like watching a great pitcher.
Yeah.
He can just place the ball with such velocity. It's just amazing to watch.
He understands spin for sure. You watch him serve, and it's muscle memory to him at this point.
Swung into the net there off the serve by Manelli. Raiders will go up 6-5 with Cross heading back to serve. Cross gets it over into the back row. Howard sets back, a swung, cross court. And he's going to pick up the kill there. Dominic Signs just gets around the block and into the back row of the Purple Raiders. Signs serve into the middle of the back row, set up. Trine tips it from the back row. Free hit over by Trine, dug up by Grenier. Set up. Trine with a swing out of the back row. Still kept alive by Trine. A big swing. And Grenier's not quite able to get there in time, and Beal picks up the kill. Raiders now trail 7-6 with Signs at the line to serve for Trine. A float serve. And Matonis wasn't ready for that set.
He's laughing.
Looked like
The set was a little low, a little miscommunication there between him and Layden. No harm, no foul. Looks like they're laughing it off.
a low serve there, barely clears the
There
back
we go.
row. And a swing by Matonis and a kill. He makes up for it.
Yeah.
Raiders down 7-8. Yeah, it looked like that serve was a little low there by Layden. The rare miss set by a usually very reliable Jeremy Layden. And Layden will head back to line to serve. Layden's float serve gets into the back row there. Set back, signs a swing, dug up by Grenier. Off the net, or the side hoop, and set across. And a double is going to be called there against Cam Trine, and he can't believe it. And neither can Coach Mihalik. I don't know about that. I mean,
All the Purple Raiders are kind of calming Cam down because he can't believe it.
I mean,
Genuinely.
I mean, look. I mean, a double. I mean, that's a call unless it's like super
Super obvious,
It really
yeah.
shouldn't be made because it's so subjective. Unless it's like super obvious.
Super
like
obvious. One
is
hand
way
hits
lower.
before the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And usually you don't see that in the back row.
Yeah. Runs a swing, kept alive. Signs is going to get it over for Trine. Set back. Sybil swings, cross court, gets it just inside the sideline for the kill. But yeah, it's a super subjective hit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's super close, and it's hard to tell if it was really a double.
Really a double, yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Sybil heads back to serve now. Hits a laser beam into the center of the back row. Set out. Big swing by Beal. And out of bounds there. Sends it wide left. All tied up here. 9s apiece. And we got a battle on
Yeah,
our
for
hands
sure.
here in the
It's-
second set.
It's nice to watch the Purple Raiders, despite the adversity of the violations and everything that's been called, they're still pulling through.
Sybil another laser beam. And a free hit by Haas over. Picked up by Bruns. Sybil out of the back row. Off the block. Kept alive there by trying to hit. And a kill there for Parker Beal. The Raiders just can't quite get a handle on that hit. They barely get a touch and won't get anything out of it. Stillman back to serve. Cross court. That might have been going out there, but it doesn't matter. Matonis hits, blocked back. Cam Trine with a hit. Still alive. Another hit. Dug by Grenier. Trine with a tip. Hits the antenna there. And the Raiders give up the point. Raiders now trail by 2, 9-11. And Trine has definitely come out firing here in the second set. Stillman still back to serve for Trine. And Trine won't get that serve over. Stillman hits it just into the tape, and it comes down on their side. They'll pick up the service error on that.
I gotta be honest, this set is more representative of what I expected coming into the game today. Both very competitive teams, and this really does show that the Purple Raiders obviously took that first set, but Trine is not a team to be trifled with. I think that the Purple Raiders did a really good job of handling them, and they still are. But this is definitely going to be a fun game to watch going forward and into the second game, now that Trine has kind of picked up their momentum and gotten their chemistry underway.
Yeah, for sure. And Entz there can't get his serve over, and now Howard serving for Trine. Sybil just gets that. And he'll have to free hit over. Set outside Beal, a swing blocked back by Bruns. Set back out of the back row, a swing dug up by Sybil. Set up, Sybil out of the back row, gets a swing off the block. He picks up the kill. Raiders trail by 1 once again. And the thing with this Purple Raiders team, when they make errors, like 99% of the time, they just laugh it off. They're not playing tight, they're playing very loose. And when you're playing loose, it's a lot easier to bounce back off mistakes versus if you're playing tight.
I obviously can't speak for Trine, but the Mount Union team, they are so close, and I think that kind of helps them in terms of on the court, that they all kind of pick each other up, and when one of them's in their head, they joke it off and they move on.
Set back, Beal, a swing off the block, stays on Trine's side, set back outside, Signs, hits it into the antenna. He'll get charged with a hitting error, and the Raiders are tied up at 12s apiece. Trezak serving now for the Raiders, sends it into the back right corner. Set up. Barely kept alive by the Raiders. They're off the net. They're going to have to free hit over. Trinette with a kill.
Point.
And Trinette's going to pick up the kill off the tip. Just a wild finish there. They get the dig, goes into the net, get a second touch, and Trinette just has to tip it and somehow gets a kill off of it. Raiders up 13-12. Trezak still at the line. Sends it into the back right corner again. Set, back, Beal a swing, blocks back, and they'll pick up the kill there as Howard couldn't get back in time. Starting to come back, sees the blocked hit coming back, and can't get back there. And Trine's going to burn their first time out of the second set here, trailing 14-12. The Purple Raiders seem like they're starting to get back in control of this set.
For sure.
After being pretty even with them and even playing from behind for a good portion of that early set. And I gotta say, this is tournament basketball. Not basketball, volleyball here. Look, I'm all over the place today. It's early.
It's okay. It's early for a Sunday for college students here.
Hey, it's early. But yeah, I mean, this is tournament volleyball here. Trine currently sitting second in the conference, and the Raiders picked second in the conference, and Trine almost certainly their only loss outside of 2 to Fontbonne was 1 to Mount St. Joseph. They might very well end up being a tournament team in the MCVL when it's all said and done, which for those who are listening is the top 4 teams that make the conference tournament. So this could very well be a potential matchup down the road in the conference tournament. And if it is, it's going to be a heck of a game. I mean, this is the first time they've met this year, and it's already turning into a great match after a set.
I think these two teams are very comparable in terms of size, in terms of, like we said, those younger players and them kind of guiding the team. And so it's fun to watch them play because every point, you never know what's going to happen. You really don't.
No, I've said it with this Purple Raider team. It's exciting to watch because in every facet of the game, you can get a highlight reel play. Whether it's a dig, a hit, a block, a serve. Trezak serves into the antenna there. He'll get charged with the service error. And the Raiders' lead will shrink down to 1, 14-13, with Beal heading back to serve. Beal, his serve dug up, sent back. Trezak with a hit, dug up by Beal. A swung off the block, kept alive by the Raiders. Set over, Trinette with a big swing, and they're going to call a touch off the block. Raiders pick up the kill and go back up by 2, leading 15-13 here in the second set. Trinette at the line. Oh. An absolute laser beam into the back row. Beal with a back row strike off the block, kept alive by the Raiders, but goes out the back of the court, and they can't get a second touch.
I gotta say, I wish we could get a radar gun up here to see how fast. I don't know if the camera does it justice. His serves come in so hot. They are incredible.
That's for sure. It's got to be north of 70 easily.
Yeah, insane.
Set. Trinette with a tip out of the back row, and he's going to pick up a kill there as Trine can't get anything beyond a first touch there. And the Raiders go back up by 2, 16-14. Matonis coming back on for the Purple Raiders, and Haas coming on for Trine. And Cross will head back to the service stripe for the Purple Raiders. Cross sends it into the back right corner. Set out. Signs hits it. Just keeps it inside. Matonis a swing and a kill there. There's no one there in the left part of the front row for Trine.
That
and he's going to
placement.
pick up the easy kill there.
That placement, man. Purple Raiders just know how to place the ball. Looking for those holes, it's vital in close games like this.
That is for sure. Raider lead up to 3. So Dixon a hit. And Dixon gets it over. And off the block, it stays on the Purple Raiders side. And Dixon picks up the kill. Signs back to serve for Trine. Float serve gets over. Set outside. A strong tip there by Sybil. Kept alive by Trine. Beal with a swing. Kept alive. And set over by Trezak. Blocked back.
Oh. Yeah.
And a back row attack called on the Purple Raiders.
Justin Sybil knew the second he did it too. He looked at the line judge and kind of said, I know.
Signs another float serve. This one with a little more heat on it. Matonis with a swing. And off that touch, he's going to pick up the kill. As Haas just can't quite get there before it goes off the glass just in front of the scores table. But he booked it there. Just a little bit too slow to pick it up. And Jeremy Layden will head back to serve for the Purple Raiders. Now up 18-16. Needing just 7 more points to put this one to bed. A strong float serve from Jeremy. And a free hit out of the back row by Signs. Set back, runs, reaches back for a hit. He'll pick up the kill. And he had to reach way back there, but he sends it home into the back row. Raider lead up to 3 now, 19-16. That was a great hit there. I mean, it would have been easy to overhit that way out of bounds.
Yeah, for sure.
But still, despite reaching back, Bruns manages to get high on the ball.
Well, and Bruns had a shoulder injury for most of last year and even coming into this season. And so watching him rehabilitate and come back, it's really nice to see that his playing style and his ability has not been affected. He's still just as good as he was before.
That's for sure. Shoulder injuries can be scary for stuff
Detrimental
like
for
volleyball,
yeah.
or swimmers, or any sport where you use your shoulder a lot. A shoulder injury can really damage you from an ability standpoint. Trine picks up the kill there off the block by Matonis, and will draw back within 2. With Santiago Garcia back to serve, a strong serve. And Bruns hits it with his left hand and sends it out of bounds, wide left. The Raider lead is shrunk down to 1 now. And Trine, for whatever reason, they just will not go down quietly here to the Purple Raiders. Santiago Garcia, another strong serve there. And he'll get the service ace there, as Grenier can't get a serviceable pass off that serve. And that's a lot of heat there. And for Grenier to not get a pass off that's playable,
Yeah.
that speaks to how good that serve was.
Everything's tied up. Again, this is the game we kind of expected to see.
And Santiago Garcia hits the tape that time on the serve. He'll get charged with the service error, and the Raiders go back up by 1, 20-19, with Sybil heading back to the line. Sybil, a strong laser beam into the back row. Set outside, Beal with a swing. And the Raiders just kind of froze there, and he'll pick up the kill.
It's like a game of tag with 2 people. Tag your it, going back and forth, exchanging points.
Stillman had the serve. Bruns now with a swing. Trine keeps it alive. Blocked back by Matonis. Trine keeps it alive. And Trine won't get a touch there. Looks like a miscommunication there between Boren and Santiago Garcia, pardon me. Just a little miscommunication there, and the Raiders go back up by 1, with Ents heading back to serve. Ents gets his float serve in the middle of the back row. Set out. Swung by Beal off the block. Stays on Trine's side. Bourne gets a try. Blocked back by Cross. And a whistle blown. And a lift called going against Trine. The Raiders go up by 2, 22-20, and need just 3 points to put this set to bed.
I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again as Ents heads back to the line. His float serves are just beautiful to watch. A float serve is something that, as we go into a timeout, a float serve is something that's seems easy, but it really is difficult to have a good float serve that is difficult to return, and his placement is always perfect, which could explain why he's a serving specialist coming in for the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, float serve, you don't see a lot of guys do it at the college level.
Yeah.
But the ones that do either have really good placement or they got some velocity on it, and you have to have one of the two to be able to do it at the college level. That's
Ents
the big
has
thing.
both, like honestly.
Yeah, because when you can get no rotation on that ball, it's going to move around as it's in the air, which can make it harder to tell where it's going to drop exactly if you're a defensive player looking to get that dig off the serve. And then you add in some speed on that, it just makes it harder
Yeah,
for the defensive players to do something with that. So a float serve can be really dangerous if you can get the right combination of placement and speed.
When we've talked about Turnett, he's another one of those. Although he has that laser beam in his arsenal, he also is another player who has that perfect, beautiful float serve. And I would say Ents and Turnett both highlight reel type float serves that are just like, they don't look like they're fun to watch, but if you understand volleyball, they really are. They're impressive.
That is for sure. Ents with another float serve into the back right corner. A swing, kept alive by Jeremy. And Layton's going to free hit it over after the second touch by Sybil. Bourne with a hit. Doesn't clear the tape, though, and doesn't hit the block. And that's going to be 4 hits on Trine. Raiders go up 23-20 and still at the line serving for Mount Union. A shallower float serve this time from Ents. A big swing, and off the block there, Bourne picks up the kill there. A lot of velocity there. Goes right off the block and into the face of Layton.
For sure.
Raiders still up by 2, 23-21, with Ethan Howard serving for Trine. Howard hits into the net there. He'll get charged with a service error, and the Raiders at 24-21 are 1 point away from putting away the second set. Trezak at the line with a chance to put it away. Set back. A violation called. The Raiders are going to take the set.
Violation called, man. Another weird way to end the set, especially this one, as it was very competitive. It's just interesting to watch. Last one was, a service error. This one, violation. Those easy points that Trine's just given up.
That's for sure. They're a back row attack that will end it 25-21. Raiders take the second set, and we'll be back here following this intermission. All right, and we're back here for the third set of the first match of today's doubleheader between the Purple Raiders and Trine. Raiders up 2-0 on sets with a chance to put this game away in this set if they can hold on and hold off a surging Trine team that honestly has been playing better pretty much with each rally. Has been playing tighter and tighter with the Purple Raiders and many times held a lead of a couple points throughout that second set.
We were talking during the break, you know, I really am interested to see how this third set goes, because this, as they pick up the momentum, it's just that serve, perfect example.
Bruns with a swing off the block, kept alive, a roll shot by Trine. Matonis a swing, and somehow, nope, that touch is going to go out of bounds. The third touch lands on the tape and goes out of bounds. Purple Raiders will pick up the opening point of this set. Sybil now back to serve for Trine. A big swing by Beal there. He'll pick up the kill as Layden can't do anything with that.
He kind of just like stared at his arms like, wait a minute, where'd the ball go?
Yeah, just an absolute laser beat.
Yeah. Credit where credit is due. Some of these Trine serves are incredible.
Layden sets out. Turnett with a swing off the block. He'll pick up the kill. And the Raiders go back up by 1. Cross and Entz coming on. Entz going back to the service stripe for the Purple Raiders. His float serve goes in the middle of the back row. Set back. Signs a swing. Blocked back by Cross. And a set over by Santiago Garcia. Set up. Cross a swing. And he'll pick up the kill there. As Signs can't get a good pass off the dig there as he laid out. Raiders up 3-1 here in the third. Entz hits the middle of the back row again. Serve out. Beal cross court. Hit. Kept alive. And Bruns is blocked right back in his face. The Raider lead shrinks to 1. Ethan Howard heading back to serve for Trine. A strong serve into the middle of the back row. And Bruns a big swing in return. Kept alive by Trine. And the hit out of bounds there doesn't touch the blockers and goes wide.
Hits the line judge, actually.
Yeah, and that just didn't hit the blockers there and goes out of bounds. That was a lucky hit for the Purple Raiders. Because if that was about an inch further over, that probably goes off the block there and goes down as a kill.
Yeah.
Trezak serving. Beal, a big hit cross court.
Sheesh.
And he'll pick up the kill. And after Santiago Garcia barely manages to get that dig off the ground, Beal backs him up with a massive hit across the court.
Ironically, there's a lot of intensity over on the Trine side right now. They're all picking up that Raider mentality of picking each other up.
And Layden sets over, tries to catch Trine sleeping. Beal with a roll shot just to get it over. Over. Turnett a big swing, blocked back. Set up. Tipped by Cross. Kept alive by Trine. Dixon with a swing outside the antenna. And it's going to be Purple Raider point. And that's set there just outside the pin there. When you set outside the pin, it's hard for the hitter to keep it in.
For sure.
Turnett, a laser beam dances on the net and stays on the Purple Raiders side. The rare error by the sophomore.
There must be something in the air today because we are not used to seeing that from Turnett. He is a highlight reel type of server.
Manelli back to serve for Trine. Trailing 5-4 over the Purple Raiders. His serve barely gets over. Cross with a swing. Signs with a hit. Kept alive by Grenier. Trine with a set out of the back row. Cross with a return hit there.
Beautiful.
On the overpass. He picks up the kill. Hits it just past the 10-foot line.
Andrew Cross, if you look his name up in the dictionary, you're going to see the definition perfect placement because, again, he just sees those spaces and takes advantage. Every time we see him hit the ball, that's what he's doing.
Cross back to serve now. Raider lead up to 2. Hits it just inside the line. Signs with a big swing. And off of Trine, he'll get the kill. And in a game like volleyball, to be honest, it's so simple. Being able to take advantage of good opportunities like that to get easy points is massive. Signs with a float serve, picked up by Grenier, set outside. Sybil, a big swing into the center of the back row. He'll pick up the kill.
Well, and as you say, it's simple, but ironically, it's not executed a whole lot. Honestly, going against the other opponent and waiting for those holes to appear is difficult.
A lot of distance on that serve by Layden, but it stays in. Beal with a hit out of the back row, and not only hits it long, but hits it outside of the antenna as well, and the Raiders go up by 3. Another long serve there, and this one will go out by about a foot or so out past the back line. Layden will get charged with the service error, and the Raider lead shrinks to 2. And back at the line for Trine, Santiago Garcia here to serve. And a laser beam there
serve
that hits the back line pretty much on a dot. And for Santiago Garcia, he's the rare player that serves from the left side of the service area. And he serves pretty much along that sideline there. He could not be start much further out.
And there's some serious velocity behind his serves.
Another laser beam, this one dug up by Sybil. Set back, Sybil with a swing cross court. And it's overpassed and out of bounds. The Raiders will pick up the kill. A strong serve into the back right corner by Sybil. Signs a back row hit, and it won't get over the net. He'll get charged with a hitting error, and the Raiders go up by 3, 10-7 here in the third set. And Sybil sends that serve wide right and past the antenna. And Trine picks up the point and pulls back within 2. With Stillman heading back to serve. Set outside. Trine, a big swing cross court. Doesn't hit a single person. Hits the court, and he picks up the kill. Raiders go up 11-8 with Entz coming back on to serve. Free hit out of the back row by Santiago Garcia. Cross a swing, kept alive by Haas. Set outside, and Parker Beal's hit is blocked back, goes off one of his teammates, and out of bounds. And Trine gives up the hit, or the kill there, and goes down 12-8. Float serve by Entz. And a return hit by Cross. He picks up the kill. The Raiders go up by 5, their largest lead of the set, and they're starting to take control here in the third. Entz just puts it inside at the back row there. Set up, Cross with a swing. straight down Main Street for the kill. I mean, he just hit that
Two
sucker
back-to-backs, yeah.
straight in the line. Trine's going to burn a timeout, trailing 14-8 over the Purple Raiders here in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. The Purple Raiders are back in the driver's seat in this game.
I don't know what's better, having a player not hitting a kill and not having a single person touch the ball, or hitting a kill that hits a player and they're not even able to return it. Because we've seen both today from the Purple Raiders, and there's just so much intensity behind those kills that they can't even be returned. And we've seen it from Trine as well, but man, Andrew Cross displayed both in that last little segment of points.
That's for sure. And personally, I'd probably have to go with a kill that no one touches, because if you touch it, no one touches it, the placement's got to be good, and the speed has got to be out of this world, or still really good for someone to not be able to even touch it.
I enjoy watching them when they just tip it over, and the placement is so good that it's literally tipped, and there's boys running to the ball and sliding across the floor to get to it, and they just can't get there, despite the fact that there's no speed behind it at all.
Yeah, tips can be tricky, that if you don't pick it up in time, I mean, you're going to get burned.
Yeah.
So definitely being able to tip is a good weapon to have in any hitter's arsenal. A long float serve there, barely picked up by Haas. And the pass won't get over. Trine was there to block it back. I don't even know if he hit it there. It looks like it was just a really tight pass, and there was nothing Howard could do with it. Raiders go up by 7, 15-8. And it's a lower float serve this time. Set up, and free hit over by Trine. Set back. Bruns with a swing off the block. He'll get the kill. Raiders go up by 8, 16-8.
Mark Bruns comes out from wide, and every time he hits that ball, man, the velocity and he knows right where to hit it, so that way the blockers can't do anything with it.
Yeah, and he'd be an easy person to overlook on this team offensively, but he can do a lot of damage, and then sends that serve long. He'll get charged with a service error, and the Raider lead shrinks back down to 7. And Ethan Howard will head back to serve for Trine as they look to battle back here in the third. A strong serve there, but unfortunately it's going to go just a little bit out the back line. Raiders go back up by 8. Heck of a serve there. Just unfortunately you hit too low on the ball, which causes it to not drop before the back line.
Strong serves on both sides today, honestly.
Trezak serving now for the Raiders. His serve overpassed. He gets the dig. And Cross with a swing blocked back. Cross with a return hit. Trine keeps it alive. A violation called. It's going to be Purple Raider ball. And no signal as to what the call was there.
Must have been players in the net. Didn't look like it, though.
Yeah, they didn't signal it, so I'm not sure what the call was there. Trezak, a higher serve over to the left side of the back row. Whistle blown. Another violation.
You could see Cam Turnett thought that was called on him.
And with good reason. He was tight to the net there.
Yeah.
Trine had players tight to the net.
The game's getting intense, and it's causing mistakes, those violations.
Raiders up to their first double-digit lead here of the set, 19-9. Just 6 more points to put this game away. Trezak hits the right corner now this time. Set across. Big swing. Picked up by Grenier. Sybil out of the back row. Trine keeps it alive there. Cross hits it over, blocked. Stays on Trine's side. Beal goes for the swing. Trezak gets the dig. And a free hit there by Sybil, just a little bit short of the tape.
That was almost beautiful.
Almost a great save there by Sybil to keep the rally alive, and just a little bit short. The Raider lead shrinks down to 9, 19-10, with Beal heading back to serve. A strong serve dug up by Sybil. Set out. Cross with a big swing. Another one down Main Street.
Perfectly placed
This
on
time,
the line.
just inside the back line for the kill. Raiders up 20-10 And they're not just knocking on the door to a win today in this first game. They're pounding on it. Trine a laser beam. They're onto the line for the service ace. Raiders go up 21-10 and are 4 points away from the dub. Another laser beam picked up by Haas barely. Trine gets a second touch there, but they won't get it over on the third there. Dixon hits it right up into the main hoop, and it stays on their side. Raiders up 22-10. Cam Trine has a chance to be the man to put this away in the next couple rallies. Another laser beam by Trine, almost an overpass, and the set there by Howard out of bounds, almost hits the judge. Or the ref, I should say. And Raiders go up by 13, their largest lead of the day. Trine serves into the net there. A laser beam nevertheless, but that'll prolong the set and give Trine another chance at the service stripe today. Raider lead down to 23-11. Alex Manelli back to serve for Trine. His serve goes long, and the Raiders are in set and match position here. 24-11, they lead, with Andrew Cross heading back with a chance to be the man to end it if he can get a service ace here.
I'm genuinely excited to see this next game just because obviously Trine kind of came out a little weak and they've built their momentum, but coming in next game, they're going to have that momentum on their side, and I think it'll be a real fun game to watch.
Set out, swung by Santiago Garcia, and he just hit the line there to keep the game alive for Trine. Cut the Raider lead down to 12, and he could not have hit that much more perfectly, right dead onto the line there. And Hoffmeister, a short float serve there, out to Sybil. Sybil with a swing, hits line, and he's going to be just out. Trine gets the point. And that could not have been out by more than an inch there. Almost perfect placement if he hits it a little bit more in. 24-13, Purple Raiders still lead. Trine with the dig. Set up. Trine with a swing out of the back row.
Man.
Doesn't touch a single Trine player and goes out of bounds past the back line. Raider lead down to 10. And Trine's starting to go on a run here late in the third.
Read Trine's lips, and he said, I just want to end the game. You know, they've got that, the Purple Raiders have that wiggle room, but they're definitely using it.
Set up, Matonis with a swing, kept alive by Haas. Set outside, big swing by Santiago Garcia. And out of bounds, no touch. Raiders take the first game, take the set 25-14, and the game 3-0 on sets. That'll do it for the first game of today's doubleheader. The Raiders will be back at it in about an hour or so with Game 2 versus Trine. And how about that? I mean, Trine, I don't know how the second game will go. It could go either way.
Yeah.
I think Trine could be really competitive in this second game. They showed it. They can play with this Purple Raider team for sure. It's just a matter of staying mentally strong, I feel like.
Yeah, I think their momentum definitely picked up at the most inopportune times. I feel like they would be, 6 to 10 points behind, and then that's when they were like, okay, time to get our heads in the game. But, you got to come out guns a-blazing in order to secure those sets. And we've seen, the Purple Raiders come back from that kind of deficit before. But, got to come out this next game. If Trine wants any chance against the Purple Raiders, they got to be ready.
That's for sure. We'll be back here for Game 2 soon.